Twin flame is your south node of your star sign. This is my opinion through my experience. I don't know if it's true, but hear me out. I have put myself through the ringer as far as dating. When I was growing up, I was the lover boy. I was always had a boyfriend. I was always dating someone. In my later 30s, I was the one who was just more about foundation and slowing down. And through that, I figured out for myself, it's been a long journey and I'm not claiming it to be true, but I feel that for your star sign, whatever your star sign is, the south node of that is your twin flame. So I'm an Aquarius. My star sign or sister sign would be in a Leo. Love Leos. Have nothing against Leos. Make the best friends for me. Anytime we try to make it romantic, it becomes an issue because just dualistically, Leos and Aquariuses come off the same, right? When we really get down to it, even though Leos are out there and they love attention and adoration, Aquariuses, we love adoration and attention too, but when it comes to intellect. Leos love it when it comes to looks and humor and beauty. That's great. But we both get along in that way because we're appreciating the humanities. We love things that are beautiful. We love things that teach us. I have learned for myself, because I'm an air sign, I feed that fire sign. I'm able to keep that fire sign going and giving them all the things they need and desire. But as a fire sign, they don't give me much for air, right? They need me to survive. I don't need them to survive. And at some point in their connection, they recognize that and they get bored with me, right? And then they need someone who's going to keep entertaining them because fire needs to be fed. Fire needs to be fed to stay alive all the time. And if an air sign does not want to feed fire, we blow out that fire and then we kick in their triggers of all of that mother-father wound we talk about, right? That's why the twin flame connection is hard, because it brings up a lot of parentification stuff that we haven't dealt with as kids. And at some point, it's going to start feeling like they think they know more than me or they think they're better than me. And it's not on purpose. It happens. Now, again, in a twin flame connection, I feel it is about learning and growing and understanding that part of yourself. But I don't feel you actually have to experience it to be happy in life. It's nice to know it, it's fun to explore it, but it's very Disney to me because it's all about the excitement in the beginning. It's all about rushing in and this is it and giving your life and all your everything. You're giving up your life, your house, your kids, everything for this connection, right? Because it feels so intense and beautiful. And then you get it, and then you both realize you want more, or you deserve more, or the other one isn't able to give you what the other requires because you both are two halves of a whole trying to make a whole, and it ain't gonna work. That means you're two empty vessels trying to pour into something to fill it up, and it doesn't always work. This is where you get the two ends burning. That's what I think of when I think of a twin flame. Two ends burning, and then they meet in the middle and they burn out, and that's it. It's done. And so I have experienced from my own observation that the north node and the south node sister signs of your star sign is a twin flame journey, because every single Leo I ever met, not Aries, not Sag, every single Leo I've ever met, we are both attracted to each other. We're both in similar heights. Again, that's another thing about twin flame. It's kind of a reflection of you. Twin, where have you been? Yeah, it's literally every Leo that I'm attracted to. They're like 6'5" like me, 6'6", 6'2", flashy dresser, outgoing personality, and we instantly, as soon as we walk into the room, eyes, it just happened this weekend, which is why I'm talking about it. I met 3 Leos all this way. As soon as I walk into the room, they're like, boom, who is that? Who is this tall drink of water that I don't know? I want to know them. Of course, they got to know me, get my number, everything's great. They get drunk, somebody else seduces them, they're gone. This is where the twin flame journey starts. Because in my opinion, for my experience, there's many different twin flame pathways. Mine was the third party one. And in a past life, I would chase this journey down, chasing the third party, being the third person, while they went out and wanted somebody exciting while I was at home trying to figure out what was wrong with me, right? And there was never anything wrong with me. This is theoretical and as well as in the past when I was younger. But the point is that I had to realize I was bigger than this journey. This is why we say you can participate or you cannot participate. You don't have to participate in this journey. It's a game, but it's a dangerous game, because if you really believe that your twin flame is your lifelong partner, you're going to get your heart broken every time, because eventually those ends will burn out. Eventually it will age itself. I know some people say they're with their twin flame now, and I say that's good, but I bet you this much, it's not easy. And they will contest to that. You have to put in work all the time. You have to keep growing all the time. There's nothing wrong with growing, but eventually the human avatar will get sick of that. They're going to just want to stop and relax. And so that's why I say the twin flame journey is not easy if you don't know how to keep growing. And for me, I'm at that point where I don't need to grow that way anymore. So anytime I run into this energy, and it literally reminds me of someone from the past who was in my childhood. And when I first met this person, I was in love with them. We were instant connection, and I chased them, and I knew they were talking to other people, and I kept breaking my heart. And anytime they were bored, they'd come around and hit me up. But then when they found something new, oh, I got, my music, my this, my acting, my life, this new job is happening. I got to move here. There's a new city I want to explore. Okay, go explore. I'll be here waiting, right? That's what they want us to say. And then you wait, and then, oh, I met someone else. I'm sorry, I love you, but I can't. And you're like, okay, and then your heart's broken. Then you get over them. And then years later, they come back, oh my God, you've always been the most amazing person. I'm sorry I let you go. You want to try again? My person did that 6 years later last week. And I said, if this was years ago when I was younger, I probably would have said yes, like a dodo head. I said, but I'm older now and wiser. And I love you from afar, but I don't need this friendship or you anymore, because it's lost its lust. I don't require it. I've outgrown that. And I see that you're still playing the same game of thinking there's more out there and not being grateful for what you had in the first place. That's the twin flame connection for me. So then this weekend when I went out, after I told this person this is how energy works, instantly I met 3 people of different ethnicities who looked like this person, reminded me of this person. First of all, this was a black man, okay? And I met white dude, a Hispanic dude, another dude who looked just like him in another body. Personality, energy, the height, the fashion, everything. And I tell you, this is how energy jumping works. It will find a new avatar that looks like it. That's why we say if you don't know your journey, you will keep running into the same person over and over and over if you haven't healed, because you're calling them in. So as soon as I saw these people, I was like, oh, we're going to be friends. But they were all attracted to me. They all, as soon as we walked into the room, eyes matched, boom. Okay, they're looking at me, sure. I talked to them, we all exchanged numbers, but by the time we all got a little saucy, I was still paying attention because I'm wise. I was like, let me see what happened when they get drunk. The one who was hitting on me, he was very eager about me as soon as he got drunk. As soon as the first person who was able to seduce him, he got seduced and he was gone. That's typical of a twin flame connection. A third party somehow gets introduced, and then they feel the need to come back and apologize, and then it's up to you to forgive them or not. There's nothing there for me to forgive because that's not my man, so they can have fun. But at the same time, I kept in mind, like, you're too easy to break. Like, all somebody got to do is get you drunk, and one day down the line, I'm sorry, baby, I accidentally cheated. No, thank you. I know some people say, well, how can you guess ahead like this? I'm not saying that this is everybody, but for me, you can see what something's going to be before it happens if you're into spirituality. So I choose wisely. The other one, let's hang out. Let's hang out. The next day, went to go hang out with them. They stood me up by 3 hours. Luckily, it was just at the bar, so I had other friends. Stood me up by 3 hours. When they showed up, it was a, oh, hey, did I forget to, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And they walked away. Again, that was typical unhealed Leo energy. I'm not saying this is all Leos, but it's unhealed Leo where it's like, great, well, it's still about me and I want attention, so I'm going to go do that. Good for you. And I was like, thank you for proving my point. Again, when I was younger, I would have chased that. Now that I'm wiser, I understand that it's like, that's not my energy. So I don't need to feed the twin flame energy anymore. I need to focus on the soulmate, which is going to be the next video. So I hope this one made sense. I believe, it's not true or not, but I believe that for your star sign, your sister sign is your twin flame. So this is only for star signs. That's what I believe. So the next one will explain further. All right. Hope this makes sense. Love ya.